Hi y'all.
Mom and I have been working on a recipe so that we don't have to buy stovetop stuffing at the store.
Yes, we've said several times that we are trying to get away from um, purchasing items from the grocery if we can make them at home, and that is one of the things that we do enjoy. And so we were trying to come up with something that's real similar that everybody liked, and I think we've done it. So we're going to share that recipe with you today. First one to dry out our breadcrumbs, and we typically will do bread at home. We make our own bread, and so when some weeks we don't get through it as fast as other weeks, and so it gets a little dry or hard, and so we just cut those up in little 1.5 inch cubes, and we'll put it in the freezer. And then when we have enough to do a batch of uh, breadcrumbs, then we'll just put it on here and do our cubes then. Now you can make your bread and cut it up in 1 inch cubes if you don't already have some started. But if you can, that's a good way to use up some stale bread. That's what we have here today. We're just going to spread this on the cookie sheet. So we've got them on our cookie sheet. The oven's on 300, and we're going to bake these for about 10 to 15 minutes. So while your breadcrumbs are in the oven, browning up and drying out, we're going to go ahead and make our seasoning for the stovetop stuffing in another bowl. So that'll be already taken care of when it comes time to combine the two. So we're going to start with, now we're making a double batch. So we'll leave the single batch recipe down below for you. But this is 6 tablespoons of parsley flakes, 6 tablespoons of chicken bouillon, this is our dried onion from the garden, and we've just dehydrated it, and then we put it in a little our little ninja chopper and chopped it up. So if you don't have this, you would just want to get you some dried onion flakes, and this is 2/3 of a cup. What else we got, sugar?
1 cup and 2 tablespoons of ground.
This is our celery from our garden, and we do the same thing. We chop it up and we dehydrate it, and then we also like it ground up so that we can use it in soups and things when you don't really want the chunks of celery. So we have both, and we're doing 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of the ground. And then what, sweetness?
2 teaspoons of thyme. 2 teaspoons of black pepper.
Okay.
1 teaspoon of sage. And 1 teaspoon of salt.
Yes. Now, you can omit the salt because the bouillon does have the salt in it. But we're trying to keep it just like the recipe, like the stovetop recipe. And then this is a 1/2 teaspoon of rosemary.
I'm just going to mix that all together.
Yeah.
There you have it.
That's all there is to it. Okay, so our timer went off. We're just going to stir them now because ours is pretty piled on there. They're not quite ready yet. You just want them nice and dried out. kind of golden and dried out. And ours is nowhere near that yet because we got quite a few on here. This is the same way you make breadcrumbs and croutons. You just season them prior to. Okay. The same thing with this other one. We're going to let them go another 10 minutes and then we'll check them and toss them about again. Okay, so our timer went off. We're going to take these out and give them a look. Okay. Yeah, these are looking good. You just want to make sure that they're nice and toasty, turning a golden brown color. And more importantly than any of that, you want them to make sure that they're all dry and crunchy feeling. There's no dampness whatsoever. All right, so we're going to let them sit here and we're going to let them cool completely off. All right, so our breadcrumbs have cooled and we're going to take 12 cups. We're going to put it in this jar. This is the jar we use. We'll take 12 cups. Okay. Then you just want to take your seasoning that we mixed up a little earlier. We're just going to pour that in there. You just want to put your lid on it. Just give it a shake. And then before you take this out, you'll want to give it a shake every time. And then take out however much you need. 3 cups of your breadcrumb mixture, 1.5 cups of water or chicken broth, 4 tablespoons of butter. Just like stovetop, you'll bring your water and butter to a boil on the stove, and then you'll turn that off. You'll add your breadcrumbs to that, and then just fluff it with a fork. And we'll leave all the instructions down below for y'all. And it's very handy to have it on hand at home. And you can double this recipe like we did here. You can triple it and whatnot to your liking, to however you need to do it.
We sure hope this is useful.
Right. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We sure do appreciate all y'all. And thank you for watching. As always, keep it simple
And fun. Also, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of these fun videos. And share it with your friends.